This is Zetsuey coming at you from Shits and Giggles. Today we have our Eradicator Dragonic Descendant build, the pure Dragonic Descendant build. So for a starter with Ambush Dragon, Eradicator, Linchu. I run with him because he's a lot better than Superior Ride, because if you Superior Ride to Dragonic Descent, you pretty much miss the whole point of your Break Ride, and you really need your Break Rides in this format. So then I run 3 Eradicator Dragonic Descendant, and 4 Eradicator Valiant Sword Dragon. I don't run any Gauntlet Buster or Sweep Commando because I prefer to play this one. It's a lot better this way because you mostly late game, you put some real pressure. So for grade 2s, I run 4 Eradicator Sparkling Dragons, 4 Eradicator Thunderboom Dragon, and 3 Supreme Army Eradicator Zetsuey. I don't run any Chohos or any Dragonic Descendant because when I run them, Choho, I end up losing a card and retiring opponent's units. So with that one, I need to keep a hand size for Dragonic Descendant. So if I have to guard, I make sure I have enough next turn, because I may draw one of the 4 cards I have in here that are not Eradicator, and I'll show you why I have those cards in here. But I have Zetsuey in here because I'll go with Dragonic Descendant, Break Ride. Then if I don't kill him that turn because the opponent knows how to play against Dragonic Descendant and keeps 2 perfect cards, then I'll have to try and kill him next turn. And it's good to have enough Counterblast to open the pump up Dragonic Descent to force my guard out of his hand. And then I run 4 Eradicator Demolition Dragon, so I can keep up the attacks and always have a good attacker if I'm low on cards. Then I run 3 10k boosters. When this card boosts and you have your opponent's at 3 or more damage, he becomes a 10k booster. It's really good, especially early game to force once you use Linchu's effect. Then I run 4 perfect guards. Eradicator Wyvern Guard Guild. Due to the fact that in this one you got break cards, you always need to have a perfect guard in hand and stuff. So these are the 4 cards that I don't run that I run that are not Eradicators, which is Red River Dragoon to have an 8k booster, especially Crossroads come out in set 12 with Lucario Reverse. And then I have 2 Rising Phoenix Dragons, so this way I can, if I draw him, I can make sure I have a booster if I need him. So I can draw a card, go for Dragonic Descent skill, and also the only thing he's really bad behind is anything that's 9k and below. And then if you have opponent 10k, then 10 above, and then if your opponent's 11k Vanguard, just 11k and above. It's really good. He's always good behind the Vanguard, or from behind Spark Rain, Valiant Sword Dragon. If you have an opponent that has a 10k, so just Thunderboom Dragon and above would work. And for triggers, I run 4 heal, 8 crit, and 4 draw. Standard lineup. And then for like things you would do in this deck would be it's not really a heavy return deck, so you would always have Linchu right. Start with Linchu, ride, have him back there. You probably will kill, so by that time you would have one of the 3 copies of him to play. I can get him insult. Kill opponent's units, so that way you can make sure your opponent doesn't have a 10k booster, or he doesn't have something like Wingle Brave or anything that can be launched like Conroe. And then so basically you always want to try and get Valiant Sword. Then when you break right the Dragonic, I usually do is if I still have Linchu out, I'll boost with Linchu, so that if he takes it, I still retire one of his units. But if he doesn't, then I can just restand attack with another crit. So basically all the time, I would if I don't have Linchu behind him, I would always just attack on boosted. If he doesn't if he hits, fine. If he doesn't hit, restand him, then attack. Because most likely, I usually keep Dragonic Descent to keep the opponent busy, so he's worried about the double crit that he gains when he restands, and then I'll be powering up the 2 rows over here, whatever it could be. Whatever, it could be a power these 2 rows up, so that way he's using mostly cards for Dragonic, and then attack for these. Make it a trigger, I might put 1 on each. If I get a crit, I usually put 1 on each side, so that way I have to force 15k out of his hand for each attack. So yeah, that's pretty much all. This is Zetsuey signing out. Have a good day.